Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
WWE superstar Rhea Ripley has now shared her reaction to a bold request from Tiffany Stratton. Both women are set to enter WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas as the reigning world champions of the Raw and SmackDown brands, respectively. On the January 6, 2025, Netflix premiere of Raw, The Nightmare dethroned Liv Morgan to become the new Women's World Champion. Meanwhile, on the January 3, 2025, edition of SmackDown, the Buff Barbie cashed in her Money in the Bank contract, defeating Nia Jax for the WWE Women's Championship. The two champions shared a massive moment on-screen. Fans affectionately dubbed them Strapley, a playful combination of Stratton and Ripley's names. In a recent interview with Ring the Bell, the center of the universe expressed a desire to see Rhea Ripley in pink gear. Responding to Tiffany Stratton on X, formerly Twitter, Mommy shared her reaction with two emojis. Rhea Ripley made a huge mistake on WWE Raw. Io Sky was scheduled to face Liv Morgan on the February 3, 2025, episode of Raw, with a spot in the upcoming Women's Elimination Chamber match on the line. However, Morgan attacked Sky, and when Rhea Ripley came to check on her, Raquel Rodriguez assaulted the reigning Women's World Champion. Despite this, the Genius of the Sky and the Miracle Kid still faced off in a one-on-one match. In the closing moments, Raquel interfered to assist her fellow Judgment Day stablemate in securing a victory. This prompted Mommy to intervene, inadvertently taking out Liv Morgan. Consequently, the match ended in a disqualification, and Morgan punched her ticket for the Elimination Chamber PLE. The Damage Control member was heartbroken by Rhea Ripley's actions. The Eradicator attempted to apologize, but Io Sky was unwilling to accept it. Her opportunity to headline WrestleMania 41 had been jeopardized, and she was deeply resentful. The wrestling world awaits to see who will challenge Ripley for the WWE Women's World Championship at this year's Showcase of the Immortals. The WWE Universe thrives on rivalries, unexpected alliances, and shocking moments that keep fans on the edge of their seats. On this week's episode of Monday Night Raw, a moment unfolded that sent shockwaves through the locker room. Tiffany Stratton, the self-proclaimed center of the universe, stepped up and issued a bold request directly to the most dominant woman in WWE today, Rhea Ripley. Ripley, the fierce and unforgiving Women's World Champion, had just finished a dominant victory over Zoe Stark in the main event of Raw. As the Judgment Day surrounded her in the ring, celebrating her latest triumph, Tiffany Stratton's music hit. The crowd erupted in a mix of excitement and disbelief as the former NXT Women's Champion made her way to the ring, dressed in her signature pink and gold attire, exuding confidence. The bold request. With a mic in hand, Stratton strutted around the ring, glancing at Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and JD McDonagh before finally locking eyes with Ripley. The Judgment Day looked amused at the audacity of the blonde bombshell, but Ripley remained stone-faced, her icy glare locked onto Stratton. "You know, Rhea," Tiffany began, twirling her hair with a smirk, "I've been watching you dominate for a long time now, and while I totally respect what you've done, I think it's time for a real star to step into the spotlight." The crowd reacted with gasps and cheers, sensing the tension between the two powerhouses. Ripley tilted her head slightly, intrigued but unimpressed. "I know you like to act all tough, but let's be real. WWE needs someone fresh, someone glamorous, someone Tiffany Stratton level fabulous holding that Women's World Championship. So, I'm here to officially request a one-on-one match for your title." A mix of shock and laughter rippled through the crowd, and even Judgment Day members exchanged amused glances. Stratton, undeterred, continued, "You might think I haven't earned it yet, but let's be honest, people are obsessed with me. I am the future, and I'm ready to prove it by taking that title from you, Rhea. So, what do you say, champ?" Rhea Ripley's reaction. For a few moments, Ripley remained silent, gripping her championship belt tightly. The Eradicator then took a slow step forward, getting dangerously close to Stratton, their foreheads nearly touching. The crowd buzzed in anticipation, waiting to see if Ripley would snap. Finally, Ripley let out a dark chuckle before lifting the mic. "You've got guts, Barbie," she said in a low, threatening voice. "But let me make one thing clear, you are not on my level." Stratton narrowed her eyes, but before she could interject, Ripley continued, "You walk in here with your pretty little outfits, your expensive taste, and your social media followers, thinking that makes you championship material. But this?" She held up the Women's World Championship. "This is earned through blood, sweat, and pain, not beauty contests and catchphrases. The Judgment Day members laughed, nodding in agreement. The crowd, however, seemed split, with some supporting Ripley's dominance while others admired Stratton's confidence. "But since you're so desperate to be humbled," Ripley continued, stepping back slightly, "I'll tell you what. You want a shot at my title? Prove you deserve it. Let's see if you can survive next week in a match against someone who knows a thing or two about hurting people, Shayna Baszler." Stratton's smirk faltered for just a second, but she quickly regained her composure. "Oh, please," she scoffed. "I can handle Baszler, no problem. And when I do, you will be looking at your next Women's World Champion, whether you like it or not." Ripley simply smirked, raising her championship in Stratton's face. "We'll see, Blondie. But don't say I didn't warn you when you're lying in the middle of the ring, regretting ever stepping up to mommy." With that, Ripley turned her back and exited the ring, Judgment Day following closely behind her. Stratton stood tall, watching her go, determination flickering in her eyes. Backstage fallout. After Raw went off the air, WWE's social media team caught up with both women backstage for exclusive reactions. Rhea Ripley, still holding her championship, leaned against a wall, looking unimpressed. "Look, I respect confidence, but Stratton is walking into dangerous territory. She's stepping into my world, and I don't think she's ready for what's coming. If she somehow survives Baszler, then maybe, I'll consider teaching her a real lesson." Meanwhile, Stratton had a different perspective. "Rhea wants me to prove myself? Fine. I'll beat Baszler, and then I'll take her title. This isn't just about me wanting gold, this is about me taking my rightful place at the top of WWE. And trust me, when I do, it's going to be Tiffany time all the way." The WWE Universe reacts. The WWE Universe immediately took to social media, divided in their opinions. At Wrestling Fanatic 99, "I love Tiffany's confidence, but Ripley is on another level. She's going to destroy her." At Stratton 4Champ, "Tiffany is the future. She's got the star power and the skills. Ripley better watch out." At JT Loyalist, "Rhea is being too nice. She should have put Stratton in her place right there and then." At Lover 23, "This is actually a dream feud. Powerhouse Ripley versus confident Stratton? I'm all in." The excitement surrounding Stratton's challenge in the potential title match had fans buzzing, setting the stage for an explosive showdown. What's next? With Tiffany Stratton now scheduled to face Shayna Baszler next week on Raw, the WWE Universe will be watching closely. If she manages to defeat the Queen of Spades, it will be hard for Ripley to ignore her demand for a championship match. However, if she fails, it will serve as proof that she wasn't ready to step into Ripley's domain in the first place. One thing is certain, Rhea Ripley isn't one to back down from a fight, but neither is Tiffany Stratton. Whether this ends in a championship match or a painful lesson for Stratton, the WWE Women's division just got a whole lot more interesting.